How do you get back the edge that you lost to burnout? Now, this is a big topic, and I've had 3 burnouts myself. And only after the third one, I was able to really surrender to life and start a new path in life. And these days, I have a privilege and honor to guide other male entrepreneurs that are going through a difficult period after the burnout. When it comes getting the edge back, there are a couple of things that I want to speak to first. And the first one is that when we are in a state of burnout, in a state of suffering, the ego gets really scared. And the model of thinking is that I need to go back where I was before the burnout. I need to get back what I had. I need to be the person I was before I burn out. Although this is a completely normal way of thinking, it often doesn't actually lead to the real healing. And what I mean by that is, like I said, the ego wants to go back. But the only way to truly heal from burnout and get to a state in life that it doesn't happen again is everything but going back. It's going forward and almost like burning the boats. I'm on an island now in Thailand. I'm checking these boats that could take me out of this island. And as cliche as it sounds, you need to burn the boats so you don't go back. Oh man, it's so difficult not to go back. And when we go back from the burnout and we go back where we were before, and we only focus on recovering, you know what's going to happen? Well, the burnout's going to come back. And the reason is that we are not really changing the inner operating system. If our inner operating system is the same one that caused the burnout, nothing will change. You might be well for a year or 2 years or even 5 years, but you will go back to the burnout. That happened to me twice, and only after the third one I went on the new different path. And few practical tips. This is not advice because every burnout is very individual. There's many different flavors and traits that we need to take into account. So there's not really one clear way. Although I have created a method that really creates a lot of freedom after the burnout in 90 days. But let's not talk about that right now. So one practical thing that I want to take home or share is that we need to be able to create silence and stillness in this new path after burnout. And as a male entrepreneur, one of the most difficult things is to create stillness and to be without doing, be without pursuing your goals. It's most difficult thing because my old operating system was as well that my meaning in life comes from pursuing the goals and achieving those goals. But only with the spaciousness that we have within, only that will create the capacity to heal. Because if we are constantly doing, we are constantly changing, we are constantly seeking the next big win and dopamine and all that, it is exactly one of the main causes of the burnout. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And to create the stillness and the spaciousness, then there's different modalities, there's different methods. Meditation is one of the most beautiful and best daily practices one can do after burnout. I started meditating 4 years ago and I meditate every day, every morning, every night, and it completely changed my life. If we can have some sort of breath practice, my own practice is from a tradition of Kriya yoga, which means action that leads towards inner evolution. Beautiful practice that has brought me so much peace, alignment, energy, life force. I can't even describe how privileged I am to practice these methods. But my question to you is that how can you create the stillness? How can you create spaciousness and get off from the loop that you have to constantly do something? You have to constantly measure your value through doing more. Another thing that I want to touch on is the identity. And of course, big topics. When it comes to burnout and male entrepreneurs like myself, maybe yourself, our identity is about results, about winning, about leading. All these beautiful traits. But at what cost the winning comes? What is the price that you're willing to pay in order to win at your career or your line of work? I feel I paid maybe one of these ultimate prices of my health, of my relationships and all that. It's great because without them I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have learned the lessons that I need to learn. So when we start this journey towards creating our identity, it's also a difficult journey. And what I can only share from my own experience is that you will never get there. And once you accept that, for example, when I burned out and I started recovering, I had this weird illusion that, all right, in 12 months I need to have this new identity that is doing all these sort of things and has this kind of values and all that. But it's not a computer game, it's an ongoing process. And I feel like every day I am walking towards the best version of myself. A bit cliche statement, but what I mean by this is that I'm walking towards freedom every day. I don't mean best version of myself in a way that once I have the best version of myself, I can achieve the most things and I can be an expert in this field or whatever. It's more about the inner freedom. So my question to myself is, can I walk every day towards that freedom? And am I creating freedom with my actions, with my thoughts, freedom for myself, freedom for my family, freedom to the people around me? I have a family also, I'm a father. You know, it's a very big motivation to be the best version of myself and be as present as I can to my son. You know, it's and going back when I didn't have it after the burnout. Oh man, like it was so difficult to be a father because I couldn't hold myself. I couldn't hold my own, and that is the ultimate price that I am not willing to pay anymore. I'm not willing to pay the price of my own health for any external success. My inner state, that's all I have, you know, if I can have my inner state, where is freedom, where is life force, where is energy, where is joy, you know, life will sort itself out. But if I lose that, I have nothing. So I want to leave you with this question: is what is the inner state you have right now, and what is the inner state that you most consistently maintain in your life? Because that is where you build your freedom, your future, all your things. Thank you for receiving. Thank you for letting me share from the heart. If there's anything that you want to share about this message gave you, please comment below and let's talk. Have a wonderful day. See you later. Bye.